Okay, good morning to all of my dear viewers and dearest students. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important topics of community medicine. And what is the name of topics? Mean, median, mode. So first we try to understand what is the meaning of this mean, median, and mode. So we start the topic with mean. What is the mean? Mean means we take the average of any data. For example, we having a data of no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's suppose this is a data. So how we take the mean of this data? For taking the mean of this data, we add all this number. I mean 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. And after adding this all this number, we in the denominator we write this sample size. So what is the total number of sample size? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so overall value what will come? 5 plus 4, 5 plus 4 is equal to 9, 9 plus 1 is equal to 10, and 10 plus 5 is equal to 15, and 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So overall we can see that 3 is the mean. 3 is the mean. Okay. One more point. We can calculate the mean only when there is no any outlier. Okay, what is the meaning of this outlier? Outlier means any extreme number which are not fit in this data. Outlier means the data, outlier means any data which not fit in this number. For example, let's suppose what we do. Let's suppose in this number, instead of the 5, I write here 99. So this 99 is an extreme number. There is a huge difference between the 4 and 9. So whenever there is a huge difference between any two numbers, in that condition this number is considered as a outlier. So whenever in your data you see any outlier, so in that condition we try to avoid the calculation of mean, because if in the presence of outlier we calculate the mean, the value will be deviated towards the outlier. Value is comes around in between 4 to 99. But mean is a central tendency. We need a data which is comes in the centers. So that's why I am tell to you, if in your data any outlier is present, then try to avoid the calculation of mean. In that condition, the best central tendency is we go for the what? Median. So when we prefer median in the presence of outlier, because the median is not affected by the outlier. Why median is not affected by the outlier? For this we have to understand what is the meaning of median. Median means any number which is present at the center. Any number present at center. So if let's suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this number, even in the presence of outlier, the central number is 3. So it indicates that the median is not affected by the presence of outlier. So that's why if any outliers is present in that any data, in that condition our preferable central tendency is the median. Okay, sometimes in exams they ask question, what happens if there is presence of outliers in a data. So if there is presence of outliers in data, in that condition the median will be deviated towards the data. So here we can see that when we calculate the median in the presence of this outlier, the median is deviated towards the outliers. But there is no any effect of what I am telling. Initially I am telling about median. Let's see, some mistakes will happen. If any outlier is present in data, then in that condition our preferable central tendency is median. And if any outlier is present in any data, in that condition mean is deviated towards that outlier. Okay, so sometimes what happens in question, they say that let's suppose they write this outlier by mistakes, then what happens, what are the impact on the mean? So if the value is interchanged by the big value, if the value is interchanged by the big value, in that condition the mean will be increases. Or if the value is interchanged by the less number, then the mean will be decreases. Explain with the example. For example, if we having a data 1 2 3 4 5, and now after 5 we write the 99. So this 99 is act as outliers, and if in question they tells that this 99 is due to the misprints, then what are the impact or effect on the mean? So the mean will deviate towards this outliers, and the value of mean is more than its actual value. This is the one point. But in the next time they ask question that the actual number is 8, actual number is 8, and due to the misprint they write 99 number. So here what happens, here the value will be decreases, here the value will be decreases. So whenever the value will be decreases, the mean will be also decreases. So what are the conclusion? If value will increases, the mean will be increases. If value will be decreases, the mean will also decreases. So this is all over the concept of outliers when they are present in the mean. And what is the meaning of now median? Median means, I already told you, it is the central number present in the data. So this median is calculated in a two way. First way is that the data in even number, the data in even numbers. The second, the data is in odd number, odd number of sample size. So if the sample size in even number, for example 1 2 3 4, so this is the even number of sample size. In this, when we are going to calculate the median, we take the data of two center. We take the we calculate the mean of central data. So here 2 and 3 are the central data. So 2 plus 3 by 2, 5 by 2, the value is come 2.5. So whenever the sample size in even number, in that condition we calculate the arithmetic means of the central data. But when the data in odd number, for example 1 2 3 4 5, here the total sample size is what, 5 is an odd number. So in that condition the central number is act as a what, median. So there are two conditions: either the data are present in a odd number, or odd number of sample size, or the data is present in even number of sample size. So if the data is present in even number of sample size, in that condition we take the arithmetic means of central data. And if the data are present in odd number, odd number of sample size, so in that condition we take the central numbers. Okay, so after the discussion of this mean and median, now we go for the mode. Mode means in data which numbers are repeated frequently. For example, if I am writing 1 2 3 2 2 5, so in that condition you can see that this 2 number is repeated 3 times. So the number which is repeated more number of times, that is considered as a mode. That is considered as mode. So mode means what? The number which is repeated in more number of times in data is called mode. So it is not considered as a good central tendency, because having possibility that this number will come at anywhere. For example, this number 2 1 4 2 2 2 4 5. So you can see that this 2 number is come in the initial, I mean starting beginning of the data. They are not in the center of the data, although they are in the center of data. Okay, for a better calculation, now here we write 2 2 and here we write 4 5. So now this 2 value is not at the center of the center of the data now. So that's why this mode is not considered as a good central tendency, because for the central tendency the data is almost at the center, and this mode can be in the beginning, can be in the last, having possibility that it may be at center, but due to the due to the tendency that the data may be at center or maybe at the beginning or maybe at the endings, that's why it is not considered as a very good central tendency. So these mean, median and mode are the three central tendency that they ask in your exam and also in your NEET PG exams. I hope you can understand the lecture. Okay, welcome back in this session.